Right. Well, it seems to me interest rates are, they're going to stay lower for longer. I'm talking probably 9 months out before I see a rise. I know you don't think that. I think you think it's going to be shorter and whatever else. But I just want to make sure that the portfolios are positioned so that if I'm right, we're okay, and if you're right, we're okay.
Yeah. Well, I probably don't have quite your perspective on interest rates, as you say. I think inexorably QE ending is an entrance into a higher interest rate period. I don't disagree that the timing is uncertain, but I think the way that we're positioned in any case within our bond exposure, which is principally where we're looking at, is cautious in either regard. Low duration allows us to combat a higher interest rate environment and still produce decent returns for clients with some measure of safety.
Well, okay. So we're not talking about inflation here.
No, I think inflation's a long way off.
Okay,
yep. So
there's no point in talking about inflation-linked products, tips and stuff like that?
I don't think so, not at this stage.
Right, okay, that's fine. In which case, we ought to be making hay with enhanced income portfolio.
Yes, I think we should. If you think about it, we've had the that service launched from 2011. We've been reasonably well supported by clients, and it's a halfway house. It's a halfway house between really low deposit rates, which I think we both agree aren't going to shoot up to 5 and 6% levels. Not this side of the end of the decade.
No.
So I think something like enhanced income produces a steady income, a steady better than deposit rate return, but without the level of risk that high degree of equity would entail.
Yeah, well, it seems to me also that being a halfway house, it's dead easy. If people get more confidence in what's going on and they feel better about it, they can easily switch from that to more general investments which have more equity in them and stuff like that.
God forbid, I actually agree with you.
Oh, Patrick, don't spoil my day. It's essentially, it's really something that I think we ought to be sort of getting on top of. We ought to be pushing a bit more.
I think we should. And to be quite honest, it's same sort of situation with tactical growth. Even you put some money into tactical growth, and God forbid, Mrs. Jones did as well.
Well, that's very true. That's very true. Whether either of us know what we're doing is debatable, but it's there, and we have absolute trust in you, Patrick, as well as a fairly good tripwire on the stairs.
No, well, that's always gratifying to know that we've put something in the marketplace there that's actually a big value adder, and performance-wise been great, and God forbid we actually end up doing a really good job.
Well, it seems to me that we are doing, and there's no reason why we shouldn't do it, providing we keep it how it is. 10, 12 stock portfolio.
Yeah.
No more, best of best ideas seems to me the way to go, providing people understand that it can go 100% cash, 100% equities, or anywhere in between.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It is the ultimate flexible portfolio. It's why you, me, Julie, and most of the staff have got their money, pretty much all of their own money, pension otherwise, all invested in tactical growth.
Yeah, and they've got fairly big cleavers sitting behind their desks in case we make a bit of a nonsense of it as well, they're a bit, It's when they come across with a cup of coffee in one hand and a cleaver in the other, you've got to start concerning yourself.
Making sure that it works right.
That's right.
And that's what we do. It's not as if we're reinventing the wheel totally. Everything that's in tactical growth is in elsewhere.
Yeah.
But true. The key thing is it's just much more focused.